The vultures are circling.
What?
Vultures. Circling.
Are you drunk?
We haven't seen each other in years. But when my liver gets profiled in the business section, bingo, you're here to help with the funeral arrangement.
What are you talking about?
You heard the news. And your wicked heart rejoiced at the prospect of your baby brother's demise.
You're dying?
Allegedly, but don't believe everything you read in the paper.
I haven't read a thing. If you're sick, I'm genuinely sorry.
I genuinely believe it.
What is the point of all this cynicism, huh? We meet accidentally after 8 or 9 years, and you jump on me for saying hello.
I jump on you for pretending that we met by accident.
You believe that I knew you were eating
I
here
believe
in
that you
this
can lie to me with a straight face.
You had something so good going for you. You had a wife who truly loved you. But that wasn't enough. You also wanted her to live like a pauper.
Maybe I made a mistake. Maybe my whole marriage was a mistake.
No, it's just that you made such a big deal out of her being rich. Like it was a disease or something.
I just don't feel comfortable around all that money.
You know, Mitch, you were born with most of the brains in this family. But you have no common sense. What's wrong with the woman being richer than the man?
I don't want to live off of my wife's money.
There are a lot worse things.
Fix me another drink.
You really think that's going to get Lucy back? You want her back, don't you?
Yes.
Well, then I suggest you try using some of those brains and figure out a way to earn yourself a lot of money. Because it's your only hope, Mitch.
Nothing happened. Don't you lie to me. It's the truth.
You are so transparent, Frankie. Getting Roger posted here.
I had nothing to do with that. You did nothing at the Five Oaks. Nothing to do with this posting.
You're a regular hive of inactivity, aren't you?
What's the expression? I'll see you in court.
Yes, you will, thanks to your son.
My son. Miles is doing this.
Only because your son stole his wife.
That was Fallon's choice.
You've set Jeff against us from the start. You wanted Jeff to have Miles' wife and his money, too. Well, it won't work.
Sable, please. Think what you're doing to Jeff, to the whole family.
I don't give a damn about your little bastard. Or you. You slut.
Oh, I had such wonderful plans for Stephen and myself. But when Atticus died, I had to improvise. So I followed you back to the hotel. It was simple enough. Finding a room and drugging the guard. If that phone hadn't rung...
I'd be dead by now.
It would have been painless. Clayton, I wouldn't do anything to hurt you.
I know that, Jesse.
Cassandra, what a delightful surprise.
It's Caress now, darling. You remember how I always hated Cassandra.
I always loved it.
Now, about the title. How does Sister Dearest sound?
I'm in heaven.
The true story of Alexis Morel Carrington Colby Dexter, as told by her sister Caress. In fact, we didn't find out about the fire until we flew back to Denver that night. So you see, I can still hurt you. Unless you play the game my way.
He told me you talked him out of going and you took the money yourself.
I didn't talk him out of anything. He just didn't want to go.
He was enthusiastic about it a month ago.
I didn't know the money came from you.
Oh, come on. Don't lie to me, Terry. I just spoke to the man. He told me from the moment he got that check, you were all over him for it. I think you better just go.
I can't go anywhere. I'm broke.
You went through $25,000 in a month?
Well, I had to have transportation to get out here, and I didn't want to show up looking like a temporary secretary, which is all I am. What are you doing? $500?
Traveling money.
Put another zero on it, and I'm gone.
Get out. You get out of this house. Get out of our lives. Get out. Get out!
Diana. She didn't have to come between us. You did all the damage yourself.
All I was trying to do.
You don't have to tell me. I was there. I know what you did. I know how you felt, what you've been saying. I know that if it weren't for you, my husband would be with me this very minute.
But he's a killer. He confessed it to you.
I know that everything was fine until you decided that you knew better than everybody what was best and right for everybody.
Listen to yourself, Diana.
Better to myself than to you. Look, do us a favor. Get away.
Diana!
Leave us alone. Butt out.
I mean that.
I do mean it.
Diana!
Get lost. Leave us alone. Forget about me.
Damn you, Diana!
Get out of my life. Stay out of my life.
JR forced you to write a letter to break up me and Bobby.
That's right.
You're a liar.
No, I'm not. You know how much he wanted the two of you divorced, and so did I. I can't believe what I'm hearing. What difference does it make to you anyway? You left Bobby, didn't you?
He was still my husband.
But you walked out on him. You didn't want him anymore, and I did. I fell in love with Bobby from the first time I saw him, and I've loved him ever since. Pam, and I'm gonna have him too. Listen to me. You may be my sister, but I never want to see you again.
I want you out of my life for good.
Gary asked me to pad the books, but he never told me where the money was coming from.
Never told you? Never told... She's the one who went to JR.
What does JR have to do with this?
He gave me the money for the parts. They were going to kill me if I didn't come up with it.
Is that true?
Well, Gary told me that he was in trouble because of some bad deal he'd made on some parts, and they were threatening him. So I knew JR was in town, and I went to him because I knew Gary was too proud. And JR said, sure, he'd give him the money on one condition.
And what was that?
That I help Gary. That I do whatever he wanted with no questions asked. And that's all I did.
Doesn't sound like JR.
Doesn't sound like Abby. She's lying. Can't you see that? Why would he drag her into this if she wasn't involved
She just said she wasn't involved. Now, what did she have to gain? She's lying, Sid. Oh, she's lying.
How can you be so blind? Sid, she hates me.
I have now danced away the poison. Your poison. You are the tarantulas who made me sick and sad with your greed, your hatred, your plots. In Italy, my people, they love each other. There, I am proud to be a Gioberti.
Hey, don't stop with me or I'll pop you one.
Well, find yourself a ladder so we'd be eye to eye.
You want to come after someone, you come after me.
Well, what do? Wrestle country style.
Just watch this.
Kelly, no! Kelly, stop it! Shelley, you too.
Well, that Lucy, let go of me. You know, you've got a real mean mouth.
Funny, JR seemed to like it.
Oh, I'm still putting you back on that bus to Pittsburgh.
I didn't come by bus. I used my phone. Actually, I got thrown off the bus in Yellow Springs, Ohio. I didn't mean to break that big front window, but the driver had no right ripping off my radio.
I was much older than you before I figured out I was just living Mama's dreams.
I'm trying to change, Sue Ellen. And I hope that we can at least be friends.
Why not?
To friendship?
Oh, Sue Ellen! Oh,
God, I'm so sorry. Your beautiful dress.
Oh, Kristen, it's all right. It's all right, really. I'll just go try to dry off.
God, it's all right.